Weird, there's like nobody on the road today. Kinda nice, but it's a little weird. Oh, there they are. A couple cars behind me. Yeah, I've definitely caught something. But as long as I can breathe, I'll still try and make it into the gym. Getting tired of making up excuses in my life to get away from everything that I need to do. Fortunate side of that is that the only one I seem to be able to control is the gym. When it comes to everything else in my life, I still struggle to have that discipline to do it and take care of it. And it frustrates me a lot that, I can't just do the things that I want to do. I'm not entirely sure what it is that causes it. Because I don't know the cause of the problem, I can't fix it. Which is more frustration. So that's okay because I'm going to the gym. And I get my frustrations out in the gym. And I kind of forget about the whole world for a little bit. It's nice. Ooh, forgot I was driving the manual. Almost stalled it. But it's not too bad. It's not like I'm refusing to shower and eating shit every single day and stuff like that. It's just, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it's just little shit that I should be doing that I'm not doing. And it's frustrating me that I can't run my own life. At least it feels that way, it feels like I can't even control my own life. Okay. And the gym is sort of helping me with that because it's something that I get up and I do almost every day. And it's something that I make the choice to go out and do, and it reminds me that I do have that control over my life. But then the downside is I use all my energy forcing myself into the gym, and then I go home and I don't take care of myself. Excuse me. But like I was saying before, it's nothing bad. It's just like little things that I should be doing that I'm not. Something I plan on making progress in through this whole journey. Not just the gym thing, but mentality and discipline are also things that I want to get better in this. In case you can't tell, it's pretty early. It's actually not that early. I just slept in and just woke up. It's 9:38 in the morning. Weather is looking about as rough as I am right now. But that's okay. My gym has a roof and air conditioning, so I don't have to worry about the weather too much. Today is going to be leg day. Weighed in at 217 pounds, so I gained another pound. I'm gaining more than a pound a week, so I'm starting to have doubts that everything I'm gaining is muscle. And that is actually the reverse of what I've been trying to do this whole time. That's not a good thing that you want to see, especially when you're low on energy, when you're low on motivation, and then you step on that scale and it just keeps going up. The only person you have to blame is yourself. But that doesn't make you feel any better, So everybody says, you're telling people you feel like shit, and they're like, well, you can't blame anybody. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel better, though. I guess the strongest point against that would be that the whole point isn't to be comfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable. You're you're supposed to be upset and unhappy with yourself. That's why you make the gains. Like, you're obviously doing this because you don't want to be there anymore. You don't want to be the person that you are anymore. And that's why you're going. It's because you're uncomfortable. If you got comfortable with who you were and what was going on, and you were satisfied with everything in your life, would you really be working to make a change? I mean, why would you? So, the reason I'm in this car right now, at 9 o'clock in the morning on my day off, is because I want to make that change. I want to change the person that I am for myself. I'm tired of seeing who I am doing the things I do. And the best way to change that is discipline. Because no one is here to tell you how to do it. No one's going to tell you you're doing a great job. You know, I don't have a backbone yet. I don't have someone to sit there and rub my back and say you're doing great. So I don't have a lot of motivation. That all burned out already. And I don't have that backup guy who can really just call me and let me know I'm doing great. I know I've got a couple of people who watch these videos that know me personally, but even then, like, yeah. Knowing that they watch your videos doesn't really do anything mentally for me. Obviously, I'm not saying they have to do more for me to get better. That's what I'm trying to get at here is I don't need them. Yeah, it's nice. It's almost a luxury to have friends that give a shit. Which I do. It's just that neither of them are as hard into lifting as I am, so they don't really have much input to give. Which is what I'm trying to say here. Is all I'm relying on right now is my own discipline. I'm doing it because I want to, not because they want me to, not because I want to look better for someone else. I'm here because I'm tired of this. So the fact that I'm going backwards right now hurts. It hurts my ego, it hurts my mentality, it hurts what little motivation I still have left. But you're not supposed to be comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not doing enough. So, even on days like this, still gotta go in. And that's something I can be proud of myself for. So, going in for leg day. Fasted this morning. The only thing that I've had is some multivitamins. And that's it. I haven't even had half a glass of water. So a half a glass of water and a men's multivitamin. That's all I've eaten today. I'm going to go in and hit the most fatiguing muscle group. It takes the most out of you. I heard split squats are pretty good. I try some Bulgarian split squats. Or I might just stick to what I have. If I can find a nice enough guy to come over and try and train me for a little bit, I might try squats. If you guys haven't been in the gym with me, so you've never seen it, but I don't hit like squat racks at all for fear of hurting my back pretty bad. So the closest thing that I'll do is a hack squat machine, but I really want to try and squat some form of weight. I feel like that would be really cool. So that's my goal today, is to try and get somebody to spot me so that I can do a squat with an actual barbell. But if not, workout's gonna look pretty much the same. Hack squat, hamstring curl, maybe isolate the glutes. Maybe. They only have one glute machine and I haven't quite got it down yet. And then they have a calf raise machine. It's plate loaded, and that does a pretty good job. My nose is not too happy today. So that's the plan, man. See you guys in there. Maybe. Okay. Leg day in the books. Tuesday. Not so quiet in the books. Had a nice early workout-ish. Can't really go much earlier. You know, I got here almost 2 hours after they open. So, still not a lot of people, so there's no rush to really get there before anyone else, you know. Another thing I really like about this gym is that it's not nearly as busy as most other gyms. There's always open equipment. And when the equipment you want isn't open, there is other options out there. So, I mean, don't get all butthurt. But say everything else was taken and you have to do this muscle group or you'll die or something. You could just walk up and be like, hey, how many sets you got? Mind if I work in? And most people aren't going to bat an eye. Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, no one in there is like serious about counting their rest times or anything. So if you wanted to work in, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. It's nice. Really big fan of it. I'm glad I made the change. A little later than usual getting out. Got to talking with some people at the gym. Having a good time. Somebody had recommended the sauna. Didn't even know we had a sauna here. Apparently we have two. I've never actually sat in a sauna for more than 30 seconds. So I decided to go and try it. And it made you sweat. It was nice. Like sitting in it at the moment was just like, oh dang, this is hot, I'm sweaty, you know? And your muscles your mind muscle connection goes up for sure. Like, I don't know if that's for everybody, but I literally feel my muscles just kind of, I don't want to say getting bigger or smaller, but like they're doing stuff. You know, I'm just more aware of my muscles doing things. I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of weird. But getting out, once you get out and everything's just nice and cool, it's almost like not as dramatic as the cold shock of a cold bath, but it's in there, you know. You get nice and hot and you warm up, your blood vessels expand a little bit, your muscles loosen up a little bit, the mind gets a little softer, so you're not stressing about too much. And then you get out and it's like right now it's 60 degrees. Inside the gym was probably 72 and it felt like it was 53. And it's like immediately everything that you just opened up kind of just like a panic mode for about 3 seconds. And then all of a sudden you just get all this energy. Like I did a leg day today, I did a hard cardio today, and then a little bit excess with some deadlift, and I practiced the squat rack. I did that. Said I was going to try, and I did that. So that was cool. Did a lot better than I thought I would. Had to get some help, but I figured it out. I did it. I'm proud of myself. But like all the way through that workout, it's just like you don't have all that energy. You can see from my pre-workout talk, it wasn't there. I didn't have it in me. And then just that hot to cold wakes you up. The post-workout sauna helps move everything around better, gives you better, I don't even know what you can call it. I know it does something for the blood flow to the muscle, which helps you grow. I don't think it's going to be like steroid style growth, but I'm pretty sure it helps with something. Probably helped me in particular with my blood pressure. And then I get out of the sauna into the cold, and it makes you wake up. Your blood starts rushing a little bit more. It's nice. What else? What else did I do? I ended up lowering weight on hamstring just a little bit by 10 pounds, and I went up by 1 rep because before at 180 I was only able to do like 8 reps, and they were not clean reps. So I dropped the weight 10 pounds, I brought up 1 rep, and every single rep was a clean rep, and I was 2 failure. And then I'd go past 9 and do my little sloppy reps to try and get everything else out. By a sloppy rep, I don't mean like swinging everything around and getting everything going. It's like I just give it everything I have, and I can't quite get the full motion out of it. I'll keep going until I literally can't move it. So I'll only get like 2 or 3 more movements out of it. But it gets the job done, Yeah, the more I go into this gym, the more I start to like it. I think I'm going to start hitting the tanning beds here soon. Probably won't be with me for that one, but, I think that's something that I'd like to start doing. Probably start with 5 minutes in the tanning bed once a week, see where that gets me, see if I make a difference. And then, what else? I gotta get back on this diet. I'm just struggling with this diet. I think I can do it. I know I can do it. I just gotta get through this barrier. It's a little bit, lets me down just a little bit, thinking about it. How I've been struggling so hard, but I think I can get through it. I just need to put the purse down, as my buddy would say. Oh, everybody's going places. Alright, I think we're good here. And we're off. Alright, stay here. Heard a lot of good stuff about creatine. But if you know anything about creatine and weight loss, it's that they don't usually go together. Because creatine is more of a muscle builder and a pump enhancer. It makes your body want to hold water, which is going to make your weight either plateau or go up. And you look a little bit better, but like when you're a lot more fatty, like I am, it's just going to puff you up a lot. And you're not going to quite get the looks that you want. And when you're someone like me who's like heavily relies on ego to keep your lift going, it's probably not going to be the thing you want to get on. I know there's other things out there. I've heard a lot of people say different things, but I don't want to just jump on it because somebody said it's good. I want to do my own research, and after the research goes through, if it seems promising, I'll try it out, and then if I like it, I'll get more of it. But, it's too expensive to go and get something to find out that it doesn't do what you wanted it to do, and you just never use it again. So I got to make sure that this is what I want and that I'm going to stick to it before I go and I get a bunch of it. Besides, I got my whole buy one, get one deal for protein, so I'm not going to have to get protein for a good long while. A couple more months. And once my BCAAs run out this time, I think I'm going to go over to an EAA, because BCAAs only have like 2 or 3 amino acids, but I could be getting a lot more out of it, and those could be helping me with my workouts. And supplement-wise, I think I'm pretty well set at that. I've got body toners, which are just fish oil pills, and then I've got my multivitamins to make sure I'm getting everything else I need throughout the day all at once. Then I don't have to worry about it. Then all I have to worry about is calories and protein. I'm not quite looking into the macros yet because I'm not trying to absolutely get shredded. I just want to get a little more toned right now. And then once I can see stuff, then I can start working on little smaller details, getting into the macros with things. Food-wise, I think it's going to be a bit of a team effort with my roommate, because he likes to order in food and then he leaves leftovers. He goes, "You can have it if you want it," and I cannot hold myself back. So I'm going to start doing one main meal. I'll probably do a snack earlier in the day, and then 1 or 2 snacks later in the day. But I want to try and stop the eating like right before bed. I want to cut that window short. So I've heard frozen fruits like blueberries and stuff work. I've been doing that. I haven't quite noticed a difference, but part of that's because I'm not sticking to my diet. As I've mentioned before, you need to have a baseline, otherwise what you're doing isn't going to really show. If you're eating cheeseburgers and french fries every single day of the week, but Friday you have blueberries in a salad, and you say, "Oh, well, eating healthy isn't going to change my life." Well, not if you keep eating burgers and french fries the other 6 days a week. So I need to get to a consistent point of caloric intake again, and then I can start modifying my diet. But that's really my biggest concern right now, is too many calories. I know I'm going hard in the gym, I'm getting my cardio in, I gotta find a way to squeeze HIIT training in there without fatiguing my body so I can actually get some muscle growth out of this. And then calories. That's it. You just need to watch calories. So more vegetables, I think, is what I'm going to go for. Next grocery haul, I'm going to go get like half a freaking shopping cart, Costco-sized shopping cart of veggies, and get a couple of solid fruits instead of like canned or frozen. Get like an actual fruit. I know frozen can be actually a little healthier for you, a little more effective than raw fruit because it preserves it a little bit more, I think. Because like as the fruit decays, even if it's just sitting on a shelf, as it gets a little overripe, it can affect the nutritional values. Not enough on a scale where like the calories aren't going to be the same or anything, but it's like small differences. If you're just starting out, you don't want to focus into that stuff too much because you're just going to get overwhelmed. Like right now, I did too much right away and started falling behind. So now I've got a solid gym routine. I'm sticking to it, and now I can start working over into calorie counting again. Because before it was just like throwing everything everywhere, trying to find a routine. Well, also watch your calories, and it ain't work. So now I've got a solid routine. I'm sticking to it every day, and now I can start building off of that. So now I'm going to figure out where I'm comfortable, where maintenance is, and drop it. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all I got. I really gotta step on calories, but I feel good in the gym, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's almost second nature. And then tomorrow, probably a chest. Yeah, we'll do chest tomorrow. Shoulders Thursday. Back Friday. So I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, and it's feeling pretty solid. I feel like every muscle's getting the time it needs. The reason I push everything around and it's in such a weird schedule is my back is the weakest part of my body. I'm off this exit. And it gets really sore to the point where like I don't even want to move around. Even from light muscle activation, you want to do anything that's going to actually get the muscle to grow, it's going to hurt. So I usually push shoulders and back onto Friday so that I can relax, give them a little extra time. And weekends, not much there. Just stick it to cardio. I don't want to trek all the way out to the gym though, so I just end up taking a walk. Should probably do that more often actually. Start walking the dogs more. Something that's one of those things I was saying earlier is like I'm not doing enough. Not doing things that I should be doing. They're not life threatening, but they're things that are going to cause a little bit healthier lifestyle. That's one of them, is getting my dogs out and active. Because in this apartment complex, there's like a little track deal, but it's, I don't know, I just never find myself getting out there like I should. So that's one thing I want to work on as well, is being more active at home. Because like on a hard day at work, I'll wake up early, I get up around 4 o'clock, take the dogs out, feed them and all that. And then go to work. After work, come home, take them out again because they're puppies, they can't hold it. And then to Tacoma, 30-minute drive out from home. And I come back, take the dogs out again, and then at that point I'm like, okay, I did my things, I'm okay now, and then I just sit down. And I just waste the day away from that point forward. At that point, there's not a whole lot of day left, like, but at the same time, like, there's things I can be doing other than sitting down. But yeah, that's what I'll be touching on this week. And then I'll catch back up to you guys tomorrow. Still not sure when that tripod's coming in, but it'll be coming. And then when it gets here, we'll start doing in the gym workouts. And maybe I'll start doing like a little talk explaining like what I'm doing in each workout and why I do it this way. Right now, the only reason I do workouts the way I do is because I saw someone else doing it. But I want to find my own thing, like my own, what works for me, you know? Obviously, you want to keep it hypertrophy based. You know, you want to get it. A lot of those muscle groups, you want to stay in a stretched position for longer, because that's where the most muscle growth is going to happen, is from actually stretching the muscle and really working that muscle. The only muscle that I know of, the only muscle I know of that doesn't work that way is your back, which you still need a really deep stretch in your back to get anything out of it. But if you start squeezing on your back movements rather than just like stretch, throw it up, and resist down like you do with everything else, if you go to a stretch position, pull it up, like don't just explode up, but accelerate up, get it up aggressively, and then hold it there for 2 seconds or so, and then resist down, and then really stretch out. You are going to feel that. That's what I'm going to try and focus on this Friday for back day, is a lot more controlled, slower motions. Because right now I've just go straight to that pull down machine. I Arnold that shit. Just throw it down and fire it up. It's you're not getting anything out of it. You might feel sport. That's about it though. Anywho's, I keep trying to finish this conversation and keep on talking. So I just got home. I'll cut you there and catch you guys in the next one.